All is lost. What does it mean, all is lost? Your character's journey through an all is lost moment can be extremely effective because failure is relatable and overcoming. Failure is inspirational. You can also leave your reader with a real sense of purification and cleansing, or extreme change of emotions by the end of the novel. In a simpler way of putting it, it is your darkest moment in the movie. In a book, the all is lost moment happens between the pages 70 and 95. If you were watching the film, it would be the equivalent of the middle of the film. The reason it is put in the middle of the film is to keep the people watching the film hooked on to see what happens at the end of the film. In an all is lost moment, you can usually find out what happened to the character near the end of the film, or they might leave it to make more sequences to another film. This then makes the people watching the film want to watch the other films that they produce because they want to find out what happens next to the character. This is a very good way of getting people hooked to a particular film. How can you create an effective all is lost moment? Number one, you can show pain or physical pain or mental pain to your characters. Two, emotions. Whatever pain you inflict on your reader / viewer must resonate with the reader or viewer. Examples of an all is lost moment. Harry Potter uses great uses of the all is lost moment. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Ron sacrifices himself and Harry and Hermione can't go to see if he is okay because the chess game is still playing. Number two, in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Hagrid is sent to Azkaban. The Basilks petrifies Hermione and she is now frozen into a statue because she is hooked directly into the eyes of Basilks. After giving the example, I will show these clips of what happens in the film. I will be doing cutaways during when I show the clips. What I will say in my first cutaway in this clip, it is Harry and Hermione, Ron playing the chess. They are doing this to try and get to the end of the game so that way they can get the Sorcerer's Stone whilst playing the chess game. Ron sacrificed himself so that Harry and Hermione can get the Sorcerer's Stone and move on. But they suddenly realise that the game is still playing, so they can't go over to see Ron and see if he's okay. So Harry and Hermione is blocked to get him to Ron. This is a good example of the all is lost moment. In this clip, Harry is looking for Hermione. In this second clip, Harry is looking for Hermione, and Hermione went looking for the Chamber of Secret. And then she found the statue of Basil, and she looked directly into the statue's eyes. This is something they tell you not to do in Hogwarts when they first arrived. And now she is frozen into a statue. She will be petrified now forever. This is another good example of the all is lost moment because it is another dark moment of the film. This happened because Hagrid is sent to Azkaban. This is where I'll show the clips above what I'm saying. This is my opinion. I think Harry Potter is a great example of the all is lost moment. This is why I will use all is lost in my film. If I was to use all is lost in my short film, it would be add a great feature. It would be better because it would elevate my short film. The all is lost moment is basically when a character has something bad to happen to them, and this can drastically have an impact on the reader / viewer of the film or book. This is also good because it can change the emotions instantly depending on what happens, I will try and implement this into my short film because I think it will make the film more interesting and make the viewers slash readers enjoy it more. When I come to making my film, I will try and have something bad happen to them, like someone dies, but I will have this near the end of the film so that viewers watching it don't get bored instantly because they already know what's going to happen because it happened in the middle of the film. I think this is what most films try and do to keep people watching it and interested.